As you know, we are here to listen to Mr. Len's objections to our rules. I want you all to know that I have no intention of allowing his objections to influence how we direct this city. I want you all to be clear here that I will handle Mr. Len. You must be Timothy Len. My notes say you're pastor of Mayfield Community Church.
Yes, I am.
I am Mayor Walter Retland, and these are city council members George Taylor and
James Davis. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
We understand, Mr. Len, that you have come to us with a problem concerning the freedom for churches to have public meetings.
Yes, I have.
Why?
Because the policies that have been put in place are unconstitutional. You have no right to deny the meeting of peaceful groups.
Mr. Len, I know perfectly well that your objections are not based on what you think is constitutional. The real question we have to ask here is, why did you request this meeting?
Why? I don't know what you mean. I gave my reason.
No, Mr. Len, I think you know exactly what I mean. The question that I'm going to ask you again is, why did you request this meeting?
I was advised by a friend to do so.
So that was it? Your friend told you to do something, so you did it?
Not exactly.
Well then, explain.
Well, my friend started prompting me soon after the lockdown was first put in place.
No matter where we are, we need not fear, only trust. Thank you for joining us.
All right, I think we're good.
Another stream done. Look, Tim.
Look, John.
There's something you need to know. We can't keep doing this.
It's only the 6th stream.
Yeah, I know, it's only the 6th Sunday, but 6 Sundays is enough Sundays missed.
They're saying COVID's really bad. We really don't want people dying in here.
Is it bad enough to stop us from doing what we're called to do?
Okay, I hear you, but just give me time, all right?
All right.
At the time, I was naive and did not find as much importance in the issue as he had. So he continually prompted me, week after week. I told him I would, every time, but in the end, I never did.
Why?
Because I was afraid.
And I presume you overcame that fear?
Possibly.
Well, what's next?
He ceased his prompting after
After what?
After my wife, Hannah, unexpectedly died.
Okay, you win. You win for that.
For the next few weeks, I was thrown into a tangle of conflicting emotions. I often found myself lost, unable to rid Hannah from my thoughts.
Can you make me breakfast?
Yeah, come on. At this time, I imagine I was very dull in the eyes of my children, and everyone else for that matter.
Alright guys, save the signature.
All this went on until... John, I'm locking up.
Yeah, can we talk?
Yeah, I guess. Come on in. Sit down.
Look, I know it's been difficult, but it's time. It's time to reopen the church.
Hey, James. How can I help you today?
I'd like to talk.
About?
The meeting with Timothy Len tomorrow.
Look, you remember when I first mentioned that we should reopen the church? You remember what you preached on? You said we can trust Christ because he's Lord of all. And we don't fear because Christ is Lord of his church. And so we need to open the church.
What is it, James?
Timothy Len has re-requested this meeting over 6 times, and you finally gave him his opportunity to voice his argument.
That's not really something that unusual, is it, for someone who believes in something to do?
Yeah, except the only reason you gave him the meeting was because of his persistence.
And if we don't let the citizens present their ideas, then we're going to find ourselves getting in trouble.
Okay, just make sure. He believes that it is impossible for him to reopen his church.
And why would I do that? If he presents a legitimate argument, then we'll present a legitimate response.
Walter, what do you think the most influential force in this district is?
Well, that's a no-brainer, James. It's religion.
Exactly. And when you have one church going against the rules that we have set, more will follow. People value their personal beliefs more than they value our rules.
Look, James.
No, Walt. Listen, once people go against our rules, you lose control. And we need to keep in control to defeat this virus.
Look, how do you suggest that I just avoid giving in to his demands?
Attack him personally.
And just how am I going to do that?
His wife just died. Use it against him. Get him to tell you his whole story and then pull on his strings. Look, Walt, I know you're a good person, but good people have to do bad things sometimes in order for the greater good. You are the only fit leader for this district. You need to do what it takes to stay on top.
I don't know, James. I'll give some thought to what you've said.
Don't just think about it. These times call for bold strokes. Become a leader through this. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to hear any more testimony. Why would you try to break our rules? Haven't you had enough pain? Was your wife's death not enough?
James, please do not interrupt these proceedings.
I'm done listening. No one is above the law, even with a sob story.
James, that is enough. We have a way of handling things in this community and in these meetings, and you are out of control.
Does not have a right to go against us. Even if my fear is gone, how can I go on if she's gone?
Even if she's gone, we still have a duty to do what's right. In Acts 4, the apostles, Peter and John, are standing before the Sanhedrin, and they're asked to stop preaching about the gospel. And they say that it's better for us to obey God rather than man. That needs to be our mentality. As Galatians 1:10 says, if we're still seeking the favor of men, then he's not a servant of God. If we're servants of God, we have to seek to do the will of God, regardless of our fear, regardless of the impact or the consequences.
No. I do not need your permission to reopen his church.
You can't just...
Yes, I can. Christ is Lord of all, and his church will reopen on Sunday. No, you can't. You have no right to disobey the law. What law? There is no law. The Constitution clearly states that we have the right to meet. And more importantly, much more importantly, I'm not done. We have a duty as Christians to obey Christ rather than man. We don't need your permission to worship, and that is where I stand. And that is where I will leave you and say goodbye. All right, good morning. It's good to see all of you in person again.